Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space 3. We did that sequence at the beginning, remember, where we had to rappel down the cliff? Now we're going to be using that same mechanic to climb this sheer cliff face, while also dodging some slow-moving debris.
We're going to start an avalanche if we all try to climb this.
What do we do?
I'll climb up first and have a look around. Maybe there's a safer route.
Not too hard to dodge yet. There's going to be a lot of this mechanic that's rupturing under our feet. We jumped to the right spot. There's a lot of this in Chapter 13, and it's a little bit finicky sometimes, especially when you have to jump gaps. A little bit finicky, but it gets more fun over time. They do a few things with this mechanic. It's not the most exciting sequence of events they can introduce. There are more fun fights in this chapter than just this. But they do a few things with it, which is nice. Whoa, whoa, shh. Almost dodged into that. Actually like the rappelling bit from the prologue quite a bit more, though. So I was messing around at the bench right before I went live. Back at the bench from right before where we fought the Nexus. Now I can't put the rotator cuff back on my plasma cutter. Since I was just experimenting around with it, can't put it back on. For some reason, I have no idea why. So now the lower half of it is a javelin gun. Mistakes into miracles.
Ellie, come on. Norton was pointing a gun at my face. I'm sorry.
Is that supposed to make it okay? You never believed in me, or this mission, or us. I had to go find someone else to help me, and now he's dead. You sabotaged it, just like everything else.
What's that supposed to mean? Is that what you really think?
Yes, they brought you here at gunpoint. I guess that's what it took.
I'm not here because someone put a gun to my head.
Yeah, well, Norton's dead because someone put one to his.
Yeah, no, fuck Ellie for that whole outburst. Like, I think that's the nail in the coffin for, like, my dislike of her characterization in Dead Space 3. She's got so little agency throughout this game, and then there's that, which is just... I know there are going to be people who argue she's emotional because she has lost her boyfriend Norton, and that's why she's acting kind of irrationally and just letting loose with that outburst, but fuck that. Fuck that. This is nice, though. He was hacking his own leg off to try to escape. We gave him a little help, though. We gotta be really careful in here, though, because they come from every side. You might think at first, narrow cave, there are not many that sides they can approach you from. You can get swamped and surrounded really, really fast here. This is a pretty fun little sequence. But back here, they can't climb up the ladder, I don't think. That cool mini ladder we had to manually activate. Yeah, out of that one hit so far, it's not terrible. You can definitely hear more of them, though. If you're listening to this with headphones, you can hear that they were coming from every side. There was one to the left, right, and center. Straight forward. Shit. Took a little bit too long. It's one of those things that makes the audio so important. Positional cues. Ambushes never feel cheap that way. They're grunty. Now we can collect the spoils. What was I saying? Oh, I was experimenting around at the bench. I cannot put the rotator cuff back on the plasma cutter, so I no longer get the option of rotating at 90 degrees. Ooh, hello. But this is new. So, the javelin gun on the plasma cutter, the under tool of it, that's new. And the upper tool, my other gun, is now an assault rifle. So it is a rifle force gun hybrid. I can live without the rotator cuff if it means I get all this utility and stopping power now. And of course, the javelins I love so much.
I found a cargo cage, but it's wedged into the cliff. I'll try to free it and send it down. Ellie, you hear me?
We see it. Come on, Ellie.
What really hurts it, though, is that it changes the reticle.
Ellie, can you see it? Ellie!
Oh God! Look out! That's us! Get behind me!
Shit! Try to drive it away! Ellie! Ellie! Ellie!
First, I thought I dropped it on him. What really hurts is... Oh, if I'm... Shit, I wasn't quick enough. I can snipe that one, though. So we got leapers coming at us now. I think there are a couple of fodders and slashers coming too. Enhanced ones at that. What really hurts the javelin gun being attached to the plasma cutter instead of the rotator cuff module now is it changes the reticle from the standard 3-point line to a dot. I do have that little stasis add-on to it, though, so it's like this split second mini stasis. Oh, you're still up. And there's one behind me. I am reloading. Oh, shit. Got push him again, just so I can get back. So I don't think they're done flooding in from ahead. No! Oh, God, and behind, too. It feels like it's been a little while since we had a sequence this tense. Shit, you're still... I'm really overestimating my damage. Oh, God! This fucking clown car snow mounds. Everyone just piles in. Holy shit! We got this. I think we're fucked. So what happened there is I had the kinesis, the thing kinesis, and I was tapping B and tapping B and tapping B because I was trying to get a heal off. I was holding something in my hand. I didn't just think to drop it. Oh, that went wrong. That went like 5 types of pear-shaped. God, that's great, though. Chapter 13 has, like... Oh, man. Like, the peaks and the valleys of Chapter 13 are really well handled. Plus, I like these caverns at this point in the game, because it puts us back somewhere dark without sacrificing that snow motif. It's been pretty well lit up until now, aside from the indoor bits. Even though they arrest your visibility with the snowstorms, it's still pretty bright. You know, before I sat down to record this, I was reading the Visceral Run's horror contests every year. And here's where they start to spice up a little bit. Throwing stalkers at you as you make your ascent. And these horror contests, they have the whole staff submit their scariest ideas, and the winners end up in one of the games. And oh, knowing what's coming in Chapter 14, the one right ahead of us, one that we are sprinting towards, that's the one I'm excited for. Oh, shit. Somebody really nailed one of those horror ideas for that. Oh, one more chapter. 13, like, as much good stuff as there is in Chapter 13. Oh, that's not good. 14 can't come soon enough.
Isaac, we're okay. We drove it off.
Oh, thank God.
Look, about Robert. I just don't understand why he would try to kill you.
He blamed me for all the trouble we're in. He kept pushing to go home. I kept pushing to stay.
But the mission is all that matters. I thought Robert understood that.
I'm here for you. I mean that.
Like, no, Isaac's just fucking lying about Robert trying to betray them. And shoving a gun in his face. Like, come on. God, Ellie's so poorly handled in this game. She was so cool in Dead Space 2. And she's like this... Ooh, hello. Doe-eyed, just nothing but a love interest in this. She just sucks. This is very similar to the other cavern sequence we had, where you really have to watch your back. Because they flood in from everywhere. I know there's something left. Might still be off further in the cavern. Plus you. Oh, that's no good. I was hoping to get one of the claws. I could have sworn something was going to come from the left side in front of me. We still hear an exploder. She sound like this corner. Either of these. Because I'm worried as soon as I round the corner, it's going to be right in my face already. Okay. No, that's totally fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is the fight that never ends. Okay, I think it ended. 4 of them out of a clown car snow mound. Right now. Nope, that is nothing.
Okay, I found another lift point. Still no winch. You guys all right?
So far, we're just at the cage.
It's infested pretty bad up here. I hope I find a winch soon.
Isaac, just be careful. I don't need to lose both you and Robert in the same day.
Thanks, Ellie.
Hey! By the way, there are 3 scavenger bots now. I've not decided what I'm gonna name the third Roomba buddy. Maybe y'all can decide that in the comments. Because we're out of Twin Fang's names. We got Bjorn and Valorfax already. Oh god, I've made a mistake. Going with this naming convention. Maybe another Demon Souls character. Furia? Nah. Stockpile Thomas! Yes, okay. Yes, okay, the third one is Stockpile Thomas. By the way, ooh, god. I think this is why I say this is finicky, when you have to cross gaps like this. Jesus. Well, that wasn't... Oh, pretty. You have to be perfectly over to the left, but if you scooch too far to the left, you just do that little flailing thing. So we have Bjork, we have Valorfax, we got Stockpile Thomas. Okay, so... Oh, hey, the cage moved it for us. We didn't even have to dodge that debris. So we have to time this just right. I'm actually incredibly fortunate to have upgraded... Come on now! Oh, this might not... Ooh, this might not work out so well. I'm gonna have to use more stasis. I use more juice. I was fortunate to have already upgraded the stasis duration a little bit. Look at that lighting suddenly change. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. We're like maybe one fight away from the thing I thought this was. A lot of pukers all of a sudden. One catch of their puke balls with telekinesis. I can't do that one yet. Oh, the line of sight canceled it. Whoops. That's not too bad. As long as I don't have to move for a few seconds. And we're fine. And we're fine. Ooh. Oh, there's still a few more of you. Okay, let's catch this. A little bit too close. Maybe when they're that close, I can telekinesis that preemptively instead of reacting to it. Let's try it again. Yep, that works. A little minor adaptation. One of the downsides to this being planet side, instead of set on like the Sprawl or the Ishimura, is they have fewer ways that they can ambush you. Like, yeah, they can do the thing with the snow mounds, or they can pop out of your kind of blind spots in the dense fog of snow. But, like, there are no vents or anything like that for them to pop out of. So it winds up happening a lot more often, and this might just be due to less imagination or less creativity in how they present the fights.
Hang on to something.
Wait, I don't like this.
Just talk to me. Don't look down. What's our next step?
Well, we now know that in order to turn off the machine, we'll need some sort of key. The researchers called it the Codex.
Okay. So where is it?
We have to make one.
And how do we do that?
The same way they did 200 years ago with Rosetta's research. Oh my God!
Take it easy, take it easy. Just blown a fuse. Maybe I can divert power from the lights.
Yeah, so we have to come up to the fuse box, and there's a little minigame puzzle where we have to balance out the wattage.
So, tell me about this, Rosetta.
Well, we don't know much. Just that the Codex was made from her research.
Where will we find it?
In the facility at the top of this mountain.
Great. See? We're almost done.
Hey, there we go. Oh, so it feels like they throw necromorphs at you, like flood them in from straight in front of you way more often in 3 than they ever did before. So the combat sequences are a little bit less creative.
See, that wasn't so bad. Not bad. I was crying the whole way. Just get me some solid ground under my feet. Oh, God! Help me!
Santos! Carver, give me a hand! Too heavy! No, I got it!
Don't let him take me, please!
Isaac! It's gonna take the whole cliff face down and us with it!
I can reach her! Just hang on to the winch! Santos! Give me your hand!
Isaac, it's too late for that!
Carver, no! God damn it! I had her!
It was gonna take us all down with it!
Isaac, the cliff's falling apart!
Come on, damn it, give me your hand!
I promised her! I could have reached her if I just had another second!
Isaac!
She's gone. Ellie.
Isaac, it was pulling the whole cliff down. You couldn't have saved her. Can you get back up here?
Yeah. I think there's a way up around the side.
Rule of Threes is our third encounter with the snow beast. This time he's got a couple friends. It's not like the second time where we had a lot more to maneuver around. Like we didn't have that central... We don't have this central column this time. So we have to rely a lot more on stasis.
To get those harpoons working.
On the bright side, this time we came equipped with a rapid-fire weapon. So it's a little less finicky to hit those glowing tentacles. Looks like there was only is that 3 or 4 slashers? So we want to disable him for a second, stasis him. This will be a good time to do that. And then hit this winch, or this generator rather. That will power on a bunch of spotlights and harpoons.
Try to lure him to those tracking lasers.
Remember the harpoons that we used to pry open the Nexus's belly? This thing is much smaller than the Nexus. So you can imagine what it's going to do to them, but you need to keep it here for a second so that the lasers will track it. There we go.
Use the torque control. Quick, he's gonna break free.
That's right back here. You do it with your stasis. Well, I let that go too early. Hope that didn't fuck this up. And so you would think that would be the last of the snow beast. And it very well might be. We'll have to wait and see. That seems pretty fucking final, though. But in the meantime, somebody did mention in the comments that they saw imprints in the ice after the first time we fought the snow beast. That looked like corpses of other dead snow beasts. And this person guessed that looked like the creatures may have been indigenous creatures to Tau Volantis, infected by the markers, which would make these some of the first alien necromorphs that we've seen. The Nexus was also probably an indigenous alien. Everything else has been terrestrial, we think, including the dog versions of the lurkers. Most everything else has been made of necrotic human tissue in various amounts.
Hey, it's all right. You're a good man, Isaac. You did everything you could.
No, I didn't. I gave up, Ellie. I'm so sorry.
This must be the place. But how the hell do we find this Rosetta?
She must have a lab up there someplace. We should look for an office or a set of files, anything with her name on it. We can take that to the entrance. Come on.
Night is descending over Tau Volantis. It's starting to look really, really cool. And things are ramping up. Chapter 14 contains my favorite reveal in the entire story of the series of Dead Space. And we're going to get to that next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.